Hello, Gemini. Welcome. I'm Ryan. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading, so of course everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel, About 53 Tarot. She's review as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. There's your energy. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Interesting. What is this? Okay, so jumping into this, what you're showing me, things are definitely unfolding and progressing in such a way where it is pulling you and someone together. And I'm not too sure exactly what this is about. I kind of feel like we'll kind of see what direction this goes and heads, but whatever this is, there definitely is some sort of collaborative energy here between you and someone, but I'm not too sure exactly what's going on because it seems like the both of you actually are on the same page with everything moving forward. But you, Gemini specifically, there's a lot of anxiety and stress there about much more than kind of like work or business or money or finances. Your stress and your worry is the actual connection or possible relationship between the two of you. Um, you're kind of showing me it's sort of like, well, do you want something more with them? Do you not? Do you want them? Do you not? I feel like this emotional consideration as to where things are headed between the two of you, you're realizing some things. Through the consideration and weighing out of your options, emotionally speaking, you're just not too sure exactly where you're at anymore. And because it's kind of like, well, you've considered this, you've considered that, you've considered that, you've considered that, you just don't know. And that's a big enough sign for you to say, you know what, I think I've got enough perspective and personal clarity on this to understand, like emotionally speaking, where I'm at. And so you've kind of solved your own puzzle here, Gemini. At the same time, you're saying, you know what, I think I'll just focus and put my priority on my work, my career, my money, my finances, my security, and just kind of overall my independence. Interesting. It's almost this energy of like it seems and it feels like the two of you are meant to be. And then all of a sudden it's kind of like, well, actually, are you? And then you're like, I actually don't think so. Maybe meant to be in such a way where there might be a lesson there, but maybe not much more than that. I don't know. We'll see where this kind of goes. Ooh, okay. Yeah, you're dealing with someone. You're dealing with someone. Once again, their energy does kind of interesting. Their energy does come back around, but ooh. One more, I'll jump back in. Okay. Yeah, intuitively speaking, you're saying that it just your gut instincts are kind of telling you like it's just something seems a little bit too problematic. And once again, because of the energy of things just kind of feeling a little bit too difficult or complicated between the two of you, whichever it is, you're like, you know what? Once again, there's this energy of some sort of momentum picking up where you're saying, you know what? I'm just going to choose to once again focus on myself and what I've got currently going on for myself. And I'm just going to choose to focus on kind of just doing my own financial thing. Um, it's interesting. Something does potentially open up for you that you are wanting to kind of work with. At the same time, you're also trying to figure out how to kind of bring everything together. You're trying to figure out how to bring everything together. And I also kind of feel like, as well, Gemini, you're also trying to figure out how to bring still the two of you together. You're showing me that not only financially you're figuring it out, romantically you're also figuring it out too. There's an energy here where you're kind of flip-flopping. You're not too sure exactly what to think about your financial situation. You're not too sure what to think about them. And this is what's fascinating is even though you're kind of saying, well, like, I'm not too sure if I want to be on my own or be with them, be on my own or be with them. And so that this flip-flopping energy is going back and forth. But ultimately, you're still kind of saying, well, I actually am still pretty happy and fulfilled. I do have what I want. I guess I'm okay. I'm good. But there's still a difficulty in kind of like believing as to where things are actually headed, both financially and romantically. Yeah, it's difficult, Gemini. It is difficult to say the least. You're torn. You're energetically torn. You're like what you're saying is you want who you want, but you're kind of like, well, the situation, the circumstances are kind of like I can't. Not that you can't. It's just it doesn't feel like interesting. It doesn't. Oh, geez, and there it is. It doesn't feel like you can get what you want with them. Oh goodness, but you're still going for it, Gemini. You're still going for it. Yeah, you're still going for it. Oh goodness. You're trying to work with it. You're trying to work with it. I feel like you're trying to understand them. Interesting. Very interesting. It almost kind of seems and it feels like you're wanting to kind of step up and take the initiative and actually fight for them. But you're also realizing that through the process, it's kind of like you're putting yourself through your own ringer here a little bit, emotionally speaking and mentally speaking, because even though there's still a fight to want to still strongly believe, you're making that ultimate decision. Like maybe, even though it's difficult, you're making that decision of maybe I should just step back. As difficult and as painful as it is, maybe I should just step back. And what's fascinating about this is when you step back to actually see how the situation and circumstances are unfolding, once again, there's that emotional spark coming back online. And what's fascinating is I'm not too sure exactly what's going on because you show me that whatever is taking place between the two of you, I feel like you are definitely seeing them in a different light, a different perspective. That is for sure. But even that different light or that different perspective, it's like you kind of see like commitment, relationship, possibly even marriage with them, which once again is like bringing more clarity to you. But you're still kind of in processing and digesting that as well. And in the meantime, you're just choosing to kind of move forward. Interesting. It's an energy of kind of like, there's an energy of like dancing around them, circling around them, and like, what's it going to be? What's it going to be? What's going to happen? Is something there? Is something not there? Interesting. Up in the air. A little bit the same way as Libra. Okay. So, of course, if you are dealing with anyone, you could be dealing with an air sign, a water sign, a fire sign, or an earth sign. They're all here. Goodbye.